cut layout, working our seams. Now we have a nice long run of seams right here. So if we're off the center a little bit, I'd rather hide it in the seams. Like it, Steve?
Yeah.
So 3 cuts parallel with the house, 3 cuts perpendicular. Okay, just real quick, we have to get going. Why we picked this layout: we have good relief on each post. That's in the border. Center of pad from the post out. Center of pad from the house to the post. Centers both ways. And then relieving the posts coming out. I know I'm talking fast, but we have 30 yards of concrete coming to that basement. So Steve's going to go ahead and cut this. We're going to get on the road. We'll be back later to darken the border and seal the patio. Let's go do a basement. Our basement, we have our big fan going. Keep this air moving through here. Those power buggies give off a lot of carbon dioxide with the 2 engines going full blast. So when you're bent down straight edging, all of it collects down here. So we try and keep that moving, keep the headaches to a minimum. It's a little bit dark back here for the camera, but right now it's really not, actually it's not dark at all. I believe the mixer is out here mixing up. Buggies are lined up, getting chutes on, ready to go. Be pouring shortly. And the buggies up side by side, getting splashed up. He can throw the chute in that one while Danlo's running this in. Look good? Thanks, Paul. Up in the corner. Up in the corner. We used to have headlights on that, but it's all covered with concrete. First truck's done. We're on to number 2. Working it right across here, out the door. It's getting brighter, so now we can see. I'll go ahead and put you on time lapse. Talk to you in a minute. We took the leftovers of our third truck and spread it between the 2 garages, just like an inch thick. We'll lay our rebar on there. We have that concrete coming shortly. Go ahead and take a drink of that coffee. We're gonna get on the basement, get first pass on that, and pour the garage. 50-yard Friday we're calling today. Okay, just adding some chairs on these. We're a little bit thin on this side, so a couple chairs where we're in the concrete. We don't really need them there. Concrete's on the way. Same thing on this side. Up on chairs. Now Jim's going to go run and tie everything. That way we blast the concrete in there, nothing moves. We want all the rebar to stay right where we have it. Everything tight to the wall. Jim, make sure we're up on this ledge. That one's not on the ledge. We have a nice ledge over here, as well as over here. Expansion joint coming on the truck for around the studded walls right there and there. Let's go see how the guys are making out. Starting to rain. Gets pretty hot back inside there with no ventilation. We just keep that fan running, keeping lots of air moving through there. I hear them troweling. Watching up top, getting them in place. We nailed all of our expansion around the perimeter where it hits the lumber. Ready to start shooting. Hey, our favorite driver. Okay, I can't even get in there to video. Everybody doing their thing. We're all excited. Last round of concrete.
Want some right here and then a little more in the corner.
For this week, right here. So we just chalked the new line on our expansion joint, holding it down, I'd say a good 1/4 inch. Working our way out. I do, it's right there. 10 feet down is floor height. Hooked on the 2x4. Everybody's wearing TSH t-shirts. Tony, turn around. There it is. All right. Just shaking it right to the edge of the wall. We want to see that line when we're done. Then we know it's right where we want it. If it's too high and you bury the line, then you're guessing. If you're too low, it's going to be a puddle. This floor has about 1.5 inches of fall from the corner to our floor drain. Oh boy, didn't get it any easier than that. Thanks. Always keeping that straight edge pointed towards the drain. All the way into the corner. So Matt set a point right in the center of the floor, so we have a crown coming up and back down to that drain. I'll ride right up it. Now you can see the hump between the drains. That way water doesn't lay right between the floor drains. Okay. Okay, one thing I like to mention, Steve will take the edge of the bull float right up to the drain. Never center a bull float to the drain. It's like, picture a funnel. So on this next pass, he'll probably go over about a half.
Center a drain with the bull float?
Yeah, okay. It's Friday. I'll let it slide.
Woo!
Edge of the bull float. Edge of the drain. And then he'll hold it over and take that line out as he comes back. Then repeat for this side. Then same thing right there. Okay, one more pass, clean up, finish these. Did move in pretty good. Draped plastic, we're good to go inside there. Basement's 100% safe. Tommy and I just had to change the tire on the trailer, so we're good to go there. And these guys are pulling the boards off. This is our 1.5-inch step down lip. Floor is up here. Step down, the garage door sits right in here, and this is all outside. This has a little bit of a slope on it. Rain and ice goes away from the door, not underneath it. This floor is almost ready to get on. So over on the other bay, we have one little drip coming down. So it's hitting right here. So it'll just hit that board and run off. These guys are putting first pass on. It's really starting to come down now. We'll just wipe that door off here in a minute. Slow and flat. The sliders make it nice. We use knee boards sometimes on driveways and so forth. The sliders, you can just crawl backwards. You don't have to keep standing up. Try to always wear your knee pads. Okay, I'm going to see about getting on the other floor. Okay, so I'll see if I can hold the camera and do this. Just broom right in that crease. Okay, now with your edger, this seal's done. I would show it to you, but we're getting some drips coming down here, so we finished it real quick and then made a little lean-to over it to catch any last little bit of dripping going on. So that's all protected. We're almost ready to get on here and do second pass. This one is almost done first pass. Going good. Strips okay? Just right there and right here? Alright. Same as before, sliding back, slow and flat. Okay, so there it is, first pass. They're just about ready to get on and start troweling. Matt's going to take care of these sills to make them match what I did over there. I'm going to get on the road with the machine and go look at our next project. Maybe we'll work there. It's not raining now, but it might be a muddy mess over there. So I'm going to go check it out. Stay tuned. Okay, driveway's coming together nicely. We're only going to work a little bit longer on this. Just getting it ready for Monday. The guys are down back working on the patio as well. I have one more meeting I have to get to and I'm already late for it. So I'm going to bug out of here. This was a week's worth of work for us. My last meeting of the day. Remember this place from our fall videos? I believe we called it Home Sweet Home. So we're coming back here to, I don't know if we'll get it all done, but we're gonna start chipping away at this either next week or the following week. Okay, meeting is over. We just revisited everything we talked about last fall. So we're gonna get started here in about 2 weeks. Nice project for us. And hey Donna, great news. Bob just told me he wants to do the whole entire driveway in concrete. So we'll have that to do in the fall. So put that on the list. There it is, all colored. It's a very fast process, quicker with 2 people. It's hard running that shield, pumping the sprayer and moving it. Got a little bit on the main right there. I just wiped it off, and I got a little bit right there. I wiped it off as best I could. I don't even think we'll see that. We'll look at that again whenever it's all done, but I'm certain you won't even see that spot right there. So I'm gonna let this dry real good. I'll get cleaned up here. As soon as this is dry, we're ready for sealer. With it being so hot today, you have to make sure you put in xylene in with your sealer. Otherwise you get bubbles all through it as it sets up, as it dries. And don't forget your traction control. So in the sprayer, I do about 2/3 or 3/4 of sealer and about 1/4 to 1/3 of xylene. Today's going to be 90 degrees. So we want the sealer to set up a little bit slower so we don't get all the bubbles. And so getting the sealer on, you can see how it just changes the color, brings that all out. Highlights the border. Just a nice light coat 2 times. Okay, one last look at it, all done. Second coat of sealer, drying nice. It's getting warm, but it's not too hot. It's about 80 degrees right now. Nice breeze. It's all in the shade except for right here. So this will dry pretty fast. There it is, all done. All right, that's it for the week. This has been a week long's worth of videos. We just ran jobs into the next day. So if you missed Wednesday, go back and watch Wednesday. That'll make Thursdays make sense, vice versa. Just I hope you enjoy following along with the life of a concrete man, end of May, beginning of June. This is how it goes. This is how it's been going for 30 years, and hopefully I got a couple more of them. As always, thanks for tuning in to Concrete with Hobbs. See you soon.